finished 2-1 to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge today. Really big blow for us in the top four race. Big blow in terms of our hopes. It was just such a toothless performance from Spurs, especially going forward. It seems like we couldn't get any sort of passing moves together. We couldn't get any football being played. Chelsea were more energetic, more aggressive, which is probably more understandable as they didn't have a game midweek. But it's just, where do we go from how we're playing at the moment? Since Son's been injured, we just barely had a shot on goal.
I don't know. I don't know. We need to change something very quickly because the way things are going, we're drifting off into the abyss at the moment. Like you said, we can't build an attack. There's too many individuals on the pitch. It seemed like today everyone just wanted to do it on their own, especially in Ndombele. Every time he gets the ball, trying to overcomplicate things. Every player that gets the ball, there's not enough teamwork going on.
I know that we are missing Son and Kane, but is that enough of an excuse for Mourinho to be playing how conservatively he is playing at the moment? Because we're playing extremely, especially last two games, extremely defensive football, really kind of low block, inviting Chelsea onto us, not being proactive at all like we used to be under Pochettino, and we playing Lo Celso out wide instead of in the centre. Do you think we should be looking to be more of an attacking approach, even with our attacking players out, or do you think he has no choice?
No, of course he's got a choice. Sometimes attack is the best form of defence. We saw that a lot of times under Pochettino. I wouldn't mind playing this defensive game if we're going to get results out of it, but we're not getting results out of it at the moment, and we don't have the players defensively to play this system. We just don't. Our defensive play is not good enough.
So, what's the answer?
The answer was to sign a striker in January. The answer was not to sell Llorente. The answer was to sign attacking options in the summer. We just failed to do that. We failed to do that for ages.
Could you argue our front four, the attacking options we have even today, Lucas Moura, Steven Bergwijn, Lamela, we had Dele Alli on the bench, Lo Celso as well. Chelsea started with a front three of Mason Mount, Ross Barkley and Olivier Giroud. Is that so much better than what we have to offer?
No, our attacking players on the pitch were better than Chelsea's attacking players on the pitch. The difference was they played as a team and we played as individuals today. That was the difference. Every time we're trying to get single runs or balls over the top that are not working, get the ball on the floor, play it on the ground. We know we can pass the ball, we know we can pass the move. Why not do that? We're not showing that.
So why were we so in midfield? Like Ndombele was getting crowded out every time. Harry Winks didn't seem to be able to get involved in the game. Lo Celso was wasted out wide. How much responsibility do you think Mourinho takes for the performance today and on Wednesday?
I mean, the way he's looking at it is that Kane and Son are out. We've got no options up front, and we're just playing negative, boring football that's not getting us anywhere. Like I said before, I wouldn't mind us playing this negative, boring football if it actually got us results like he has shown in the past with other teams.
But he said after the game, teams like Chelsea and Leipzig, they know that if they press us high and we try to play out, then we will struggle in that sense. We struggle in terms of we can't really go long because we don't have a target man, and when we have to try and play the ball into the penalty area, we're also struggling there in that sense as well. So Is it on Mourinho to try and figure it out?
Of course it's on Mourinho to try and figure it out. He's our manager, for God's sake. You know what I mean?
But then are you frustrated when you keep hearing all these excuses from him and always kind of saying that it's down to this or it's down to that and there's nothing we can do, it's just the cards he's been dealt, or does he have a point?
I don't know. I think Mourinho is a manager with a lot of pedigree. He should be finding ways around this instead of playing the same system, the same sort of football every single game, We need to change up our style. We need to change something because it's not working. And he can see that. Everyone can see that.
Yeah, but to be fair to Mourinho, but before the Leipzig game, after Villa, we were unbeaten in 7 games. So things did start to improve. The form was turning around. We have all of a sudden Son's out injured now for the rest of the season, and we have faced two decent teams in Leipzig and Chelsea. Do you not have sympathy in that sense?
Yeah, of course I have sympathy, and everyone knew once Kane and Son was out, it was going to be very difficult for us to create chances after score goals. But on the other hand, we've still got good players there. Lucas Moura, Steven Bergwijn, Lamela, Dele Alli, like you said. These players have enough in their armoury to create and harm teams.
What would your solution to... What would you to go about combating no Kane and Son? Would it be maybe to try Dele Alli up front, do you think?
Yeah, I think the only option we haven't tried is Delhi as the false nine with two runners off him like Mora and Bergwijn.
Or do you think maybe if we play, well, I know it hasn't worked against Leipzig and Chelsea, but could Bergwijn and Mora maybe do a job against teams who aren't as good a quality as those teams?
I don't know, remains to be seen, but I think we need to start pressing from the front and defending from the front, because we're just not doing that. We're waiting for teams to come to us, and it's just not working.
Yeah, but
we don't have the defensive players to keep them out.
I know, but we tried that. It's the reason we have Mourinho is because for the first half of the season, that whole high pressing system just wasn't working anymore because under Pochettino, because we don't have the players to fit that either. Yeah. So that's why we changed it to change for the more Mourinho style system, which would take up less energy and hopefully would be more suited to the players we have.
Yeah, Mourinho's completely one end of the spectrum. Pochettino's the other end of the spectrum. Why not meet somewhere in the middle?
That's what Mourinho said he was going to do.
Yeah, once. But it's not showing at the moment, is it? Because as soon as Kane and Son go out injured, we revert back into the original Mourinho kind of just 5 at the back, 2 in midfield. But the problem for me today was I think the players actually gave 100%. The players were completely on. I wouldn't say on it, but I think the players gave the effort today. It's just the system's not working.
But I know we played 5 at the back, but it was difficult today just because I felt like Chelsea were fresher. They had the whole week off. We were, we rested Aurier. He is, but it's truth, and these things matter when you're playing at the top level. And I think that Tanganga right back, we played a full-back system, wing-back system, which Chelsea also played. But you look at Chelsea's wing-backs, Alonso and Reece James, far more attacking than our wing-backs in Tanganga and Ben Davis, who really don't offer a lot going forward. So that was definitely a mark against us. I think the midfield of Winks and Ndombele was outdone by Jorginho and Kovacic. I thought they were more energetic, they were more on it, and they crowded. And I think they were crowded out every time they got the ball. Weren't given any time on the ball, unlike us. We give Chelsea a lot more time on the ball. Yeah. I think Lo Celso wasted out wide. I think he should have looked so much better once he came into the centre. I thought he improved his game a lot, got a lot more involved in the game. But I just feel sorry for Bergwijn and Lucas. They're trying all their best to literally. They're kind of putting all their attacking emphasis on them two, and it's a lot. And if you can kind of keep them quiet, that's it. That's our attacking force blunted.
Yeah, look, we had good results. I wouldn't say we were on form. We were getting out of gel with Heung-min Son getting out of gel probably 4 or 5 games in a row. Now we've lost that get out of gel free card, and you can see what's happening. It's basically nothing. That's it.
Yeah, but results were improving, and
results were improving because we had Heung-min Son to get us out of gel free. We weren't. I wouldn't say we were playing great. I wouldn't say, we were scoring last-minute winners, last-minute equalisers.
I think against Southampton, against Villa, we created a lot of chances. It wasn't just Son. Against Man City, I know we got a bit lucky, but we still won. I think against Liverpool, we could have got a result.
A lot of those games as well, we're relying on Hugo Lloris to get us out of trouble time and time again. We can't rely on these moments. We need to play as a team, get the ball down on the floor, and pass it around, pass and move, and. I just can't take this whole Mourinho lump it down, get the ball to Toby Alvaro, lump it over the top. It's just not working.
But then I think it's emphasised even more without a striker that it's definitely not going to work, and it's going to be very frustrating. And it's actually quite frustrating as well because I thought Giroud today had a very good game.
Giroud, I was really impressed with him. Some really nice touches, lovely finish for his goal. But what's Ben Davis doing there for the goal?
We could have done with someone like him up front. Which goal?
For the first goal, Giroud. He gave the ball away about 2-3 times there in the build-up to that goal.
I think Spurs as a collective, we played it short a few times, and it wasn't working, and then the 4th time we did it, and then we conceded a goal, and that was very frustrating. I think we have to take this one on the chin. I think it was another bad day at the office in terms of just like Wednesday, we didn't get to grips with the game. We couldn't compete as we should have, and I think there's a few problems with the team that need ironing out. No defensive midfielder as well. I think it's way too easy when teams are in possession because of that. I think obviously the strike situation is a big problem at the moment, and I guess Mourinho's got to figure out. But it's still, I know we lost today, but 4 points is only for 12 games to go. Chelsea still have to play Liverpool and Man City to come. We've played them 4 times.
Next weekend we got Wolves, we got Man United coming up, we got Burnley away coming up, Leipzig away coming up. Like I really can't see us getting a result on any of those.
Chelsea as well also got tough games. They've also got Champions League to contend with. They've got probably tougher games than us coming up. So it's not all is over, but we still got a lot to fight for.
The only hope is that Man City not getting in the Champions League. That's an extra space in the league.
Yeah, maybe. Got to cross our fingers on that one, but we'll see. All right, well, let us know in the comments below. What did you think of the game? Did you think Spurs are a lost cause, or do you think we still have some hope for top 4? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you like our content, and as always, come on, you Spurs.